Hey everybody, this is Stephen Thompson, Vice President of Sales at LiveSmart 360. Coming to you today, live guys from my office here in Sarasota, Florida at the 360 headquarters, and excited to have with me Mr. Jason L. Scott I. Guys, just want to come on and have a chance to welcome Jason to 360 formally. So Jason, just want to welcome you to 360 and our family, man.
Well, thank you. I would definitely appreciate that, so thank you so much.
You know, guys, we're just coming off of a Southeastern tour, working with Mr. Scott and his leaders across the Southeast and East Coast. Kicked it off out in D.C. and all the way down into Richmond, Virginia with Walter A. Smith IV, and down into Columbia, South Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, just literally exploding Mr. Scott's business across the United States. So, Jason, just share with the audience a little bit today. What's got you most excited about 360, and what prompted you to want to be a part of this family?
Well, honestly, you know, Mr. Thompson, I've always been, you know, a lot of times when I speak to audiences, I speak to people, I'm always talking about stepping into your greatness and you know, looking and believing, and I've always been believing I was destined for something great. I grew up in the projects in New York, and you know, been on welfare when I was a kid, and was in the military for a while as a paratrooper, and worked jobs in factories, and but through all that, I've always believed that I was destined for greatness. I have a high school diploma, not a college degree, but I've been able to earn some pretty significant income because I've been mentored by the right people. So when I had a chance to take a look at this business model, not just the business itself, but the leadership and the people that I had a chance to partner with, that was just incredible for me.
Yeah. Well, I know that I certainly knew of you. Your career in direct sales is well documented. You know, $10,000+ a week of income for yourself and mentoring a number of others. Tell me a little bit about what specifically about the product at 360. What's attracting you with chocolate, and a little bit about what you're seeing as you're taking this message out to your audience across the nation.
Well, definitely. Well, there's things that people, when they look at business models like this, they get excited. And of course, because they hear that there's something new, trendy, they see, I get this many people, I can make this X amount of dollars. But people don't recognize that there's really ways of how you evaluate a business, really like 7 different ways of how you evaluate one. And I was taught that by some of the great mentors that I have been under in the past. And one of those ways is like the leadership, the CEO and leadership. You have to be able to if the person CEO has documented success, and Mr. McCool has documented success, has been able to be not just become very successful for himself, but has created thousands and thousands and thousands of successful people all across the world. So when I looked at this model and I was evaluating that, I said, this is somebody definitely I can follow. Not just the CEO, but actually the leadership, the VP of sales. See, I had a chance to be involved with businesses that I've watched people who got a chance to get involved with the VP of sales. As the VP launched something incredible across the nation, and because the VP was hungry and the persons who partnered with the VP were hungry, they were able to go from zero to multi-millions of dollars in just a few short years. So looking at the leadership, the CEO and the VP and all of the staff and everybody who's just right now knowing that they're at the right place, it was just a no-brainer. Also, you want to, is the product like a fad or a trend? Sometimes people get a chance to get involved with businesses, and they're looking at a business and they're saying to themselves, you know, that sounds good, but they're getting involved with something that's like a fad. And when you get involved with something that's a fad, it's hot today, but then it's gone tomorrow. We know chocolate is not a fad. Right. Chocolate is a trend. Chocolate's been around for generations and eons, and it's going to be around even longer. So when I looked at that, I said definitely. I also was looking at whether or not the product was affordable to the masses. See, coming from humble beginnings, I recognize that there's a lot of people, especially let's say for instance, like we were talking last night, some young lady who actually may have 2 or 3 children, maybe a single mother. And she's in a position where she's spending $200 a week, $300 a week, $400 a week in daycare and childcare, but not having enough to even do the basic necessities for her children. Mm-hmm. And I said to myself, this product is so affordable that even a single mother, utilizing something like this as a way to raise funds for the family. Because you know, children already, they naturally sell chocolate. They do it all the time in schools all the time. And I said, this is something that's so affordable to the masses that even a single mother can be able to rally her children together, and they can come together as a family and find a way of making some part-time or even full-time income. And that definitely meant a lot to me. Also, the timing of the venture. You know, the timing is impeccable right now. When I had a chance to take a look at this, and I said, there's only a few hundred people involved in the company. See, one of the largest organizations I was able to build, me and my business partner, Walter A. Smith IV, we got a chance to get involved when the company was literally just in the foundational stages like it is right now. But one of the key things that we were missing in that company was that they weren't out of formulation, they were in formulation. See, this company is already out of the formulation stages. Right. So right now, this is an incredible timing of the venture because, like I said earlier, not only am I hungry, and I'm knowing that right now, my life has to change for the greater right now, but it's also you. You feel the same way about what's necessary for you and your family. Mark McCool feels the same way what's necessary, not just for his family, but for the families of the world. So I know. So the time of the venture is incredible. Line of sponsorship is definitely something that most people overlook. They just get excited and they say, I'm going to do it, but it's who's leading you. Listen, one of my great leaders said, who do you listen to or who are you influenced by? Because it's the nature of your surroundings that will bleed into you and come out in like kind. And if you have the right leadership, the right people, see, there's a language of leadership, there's a language of business, there's a language of networking. And if you learn that language and you're following people who can truly guide you and share the steps and the strategies with you, success is almost inevitable. So definitely, knowing that your sponsor and your sponsor, and me having a chance to work directly with the VP of sales, that means I'm connected not just through me, but the people who I'm working with and they're working with and they're working with and they're working with. We all have direct access to leadership. There's no way that I can't see that this is a multiple $1 million income for not just for myself, but families all around the world. So of course, sir, with the sponsorship and line of sponsors, the last thing that I look for is systems in place. And of course, when I looked at this and I evaluated and I saw that you guys already had the websites in place, you already had the marketing materials in place, you already had the first line of chocolates already in place. So many of the different things that people start saying, one day is coming, just give us a little more time, keep believing, keep fluffing, we didn't have to fluff. Everything is already here. So when I saw that all of those 7 components were all wrapped up into right now, I understood that there's 2 things that changes a man. That's inspiration and that's desperation. And either person's going to be inspired to say, you know what, this is my time to do something great in my life. I'm watching so many other people make changes. The 2013 is going to be my year. 2014 is going to be my year. 2015 is going to be my year. People have been saying that for years. They were saying the same thing in 2013 that they said in 2012, and 11 and 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back through the 90s, back through the 80s, back through the 70s. But right now, I truly believe that this is the time, the culmination of all of our thoughts, all of our beliefs, that this is the opportunity that we can all come together with you, with Mark McCool, with the incredible staff that's just believing right now, that we can finally not just be inspired, but do the secondary thing that people step into their greatness from when it comes to the desperation mode. Now, there's 2 things about desperation. You can be needy and destitute in desperation. Or you can say, listen, I'm desperate to change my situation right now. I'm going to draw the line, I'm going to step across, and I'm not going back. And that's how I feel, that's how you feel, and that's how the incredible opportunity in the company here at LiveSmart feels, and I'm just excited to be a part of that.
Yeah, it's very exciting. We just actually, for those who may not be aware, we just left a meeting with Dr. Derek Da Silva, Mr. McCool, and Mr. Scott had a chance to taste a little bit of proprietary chocolate you guys are going to be rolling out here soon. And yeah, it's very exciting. You know, guys, I've had the privilege. I've been full-time in this industry for 16 years, as you know, and been fortunate to have some great mentoring as well, and 6 figures of monthly income and such. But I got to be honest with you, worked with a lot of great leaders, and I got to tell you, man, I mean, the energy you bring, I call you lightning in a bottle. You know, just the passion you bring, I absolutely love. I've had a tremendous amount of fun on the road with you this week, taking this concept across the nation, and I'm just excited about what's to come, man. I know this for a fact. I know that you and Mr. Smith, I just know it. You're going to 7 figures a month in 360. So we're excited to take this journey. It's the beginning of something special. I'm excited to watch the impact. I believe that God gave you great gifts, and I'm excited to watch those gifts come out to their fullness. And 360 is just the vehicle to make that happen. Yes, it's a sweet business. Yes, got to love chocolate, right? So that part's fun. But we've got a great plan, and it's exciting to watch leaders like yourself that are now coming to 360 and realizing that these guys are, you know, onto something special here. Right. And so we could not be more privileged and honored to have you as a part of this family, man. We're excited, and let's go make this thing happen.
Well, I definitely appreciate it, sir. And I'm telling you, this is definitely time to just live life and live abundant. That's it. And let's all just live smart. 360.
You got it, man.
Thanks a lot.
You got it, brother. Good deal.